Hey guys, welcome to Tiote Productions. I'm Lisa Tiote. In this video, I'm going to be talking about getting sued as a notary signing agent. Before I start, I just wanted to mention that you guys have to have E&O insurance. That's why you get insurance before you become a signing agent. Not that I got sued, but it's just a topic of a conversation. It's just a topic that came up a lot on TikTok, and it's also something that I could relate to because that was also a fear of mine, and it took me 6 months to even get started because I was scared of getting sued. And if you think about it, it's kind of irrational because you technically could get sued for anything, but it's also rational because you can get sued for anything. As a notary public, you should be knowing your state's laws, okay? You should be constantly learning. You should constantly keep your book in hand. You should constantly be Googling information to double check. Just try to save your butt, okay? So you do need to know your state's laws, okay? So that's number one. So if you know your state's laws enough, you should be fine. I actually have not met a notary signing agent just yet that has been sued, okay? It's actually not as common as our minds would think it would be. People don't get sued as much as we think they do. As long as you know your state's laws and you're staying in your boundaries of being just a notary public, then you should be fine. Don't overstep, okay? You're not a lawyer. Play your role as a notary public, you should be fine. So speaking of staying in your lane as a notary public, we're not here to be lawyers, okay? So our job is not here. We're not here to explain the documents, okay? So it's actually illegal in North Carolina anyways. I'm pretty sure it's illegal in other states as well because we're not lawyers to explain in detail what the documents are, okay? That's not your job as a notary signing agent. You are there to give a brief summary, information of what they're signing, okay? So you're not necessarily going to detail and like you're spending hours going word by word, page by like it's not, no. Like don't do that because that's how you can get yourself into trouble. So it's almost like the less the better, but at the same time try to be very good at what you're doing, knowing the documents, and good at giving brief information. You're allowed to make a mistake as a notary signing agent. I wouldn't recommend it, obviously, but we're human beings, okay? So you will make mistakes at some point as a notary signing agent. It is what it is. Let's just accept it. So there's these 3 documents in most loan packages, okay? Let's just assume you're doing a refinance. A refinance usually has 3 documents. So pretty much these documents are saying that if the signer makes any mistakes, if I make a mistake, if anybody makes a mistake in these documents, the signer is allowing us to fix it, okay? So it's pretty much 3 documents in there, like a POA and 2 compliances that allows us to fix our mistakes initially. So that's why it's not technically a big deal if you make a mistake as notary signing agent, but you don't want to keep making mistakes, okay? You don't want to be that notary that's constantly making mistakes because then you lose business, etc., etc. But for the instance that you are making mistakes, don't panic. You're not going to get sued most of the time. I won't say never, but that being said, don't let the fear of getting sued stop you from starting because it stopped me for 6 months, as I said. And it was very irrational because it's not that common to get sued. I never witnessed it, so I say I never witnessed anybody get sued. Any notary, I have a lot of notary friends now, and I have not, I haven't seen it. Okay, so it's not that common, okay? I'm sure there's a notary out there that got sued for something crazy that they've done, but it's not common for mistakes, okay? A mistake is a mistake. Just go there and fix it. Just be attentive, be easy to work with, and you'll be fine. Everybody is trying to get the paperwork done. Nobody's like thinking to get somebody sued, okay? So yeah, that's my point for that one. This will be my last point. What I do in my signings, I kind of give like a disclaimer, like it's a quick brief disclaimer of who I am. It's like an introduction, but it's also kind of a disclaimer. So during my brief introduction, because you want to make this kind of quick, okay? You don't want to be there for hours. My brief introduction is acknowledging that I'm just the notary, okay? Me being a notary signing agent is a big deal. Because I'm the last person through this whole signing, okay? We are important, but I'm not the lawyer, I'm not the attorney, and I'm not the lender. So if you have detailed questions, you need to call them. You should have their number. Like I give them a brief information of what they should do if they have any further questions of that's out of my lane and out of my scope of practice, okay? So if you guys give them a brief of who you are and what you do, everything should be smooth, honestly. So yeah, guys, if you're a new notary signing agent, don't worry about it. Trust me, literally take my word for it. I'm gonna keep saying it. I literally wasted 6 months worrying about getting sued and worrying about messing up. And when I started, I still messed up. So it's like, you're wasting your time for what, right? So yeah, you're going to mess up. That's just a given because like it's just kind of like the nature of being new to something. You know, you just, unless you're just the perfect person that just happens to never make mistakes, which is highly unlikely because we're human beings and we make mistakes. The goal should be to make as little mistakes as possible, if not any mistakes as possible. But, you know, let's be realistic. In the beginning, when you're new, you're gonna probably make mistakes. So it is what it is. Mistakes are not a bad thing. Just learn from it. Let me know what else you want me to talk about. I have a lot of topics now on TikTok that do want me to talk about. So I'm gonna just bring it onto here on YouTube so that I don't have to keep replying to like the same comments over and over again. So that's pretty much all I got for this video about getting sued. Okay, it's not as common as you think it is. Most of the time the signers are happy. They just bought a house, they're just selling their house, they're just refinancing. So most of the time the sellers or refinancers or whatever are happy people. Okay, they're not really like here to sue you. They're here to get this paperwork done so they can get this rate or sell this house or buy this house, you know what I'm saying, or buy this car. So they're usually generally happy clients. Okay, so don't go into it thinking that they're just thinking about suing everybody. Like, this is not the case. So other than that, I'll see you guys in another video. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Literally, I'm so grateful. You guys have been supporting me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and it's just pretty awesome because like I'm not even going my full force right now. You guys are still supporting. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.